Hello everyone and welcome to Ian's Bricks. This video is covering my first ever 2-day Lego event. I'm going to the Brighton Brick Show. Today is Friday the 21st of June. The event itself is on the 22nd and 23rd, the Saturday and the Sunday. I'm in the process at the moment of packing my car. I just sort of wanted to give you sort of an overview video, not of the show itself particularly, but of sort of everything that's involved in me going to a Lego show. I say this is my first 2-day event. Normally I go to these events, I'll just drive there on the morning and do the show and then drive back again. I have stayed over a couple of times at a couple of events. This particular event, what I'm doing, because it's Brighton, it's a 2-hour drive away, and we can actually get to the venue on the Friday evening after 5 o'clock and set up our stalls, which is going to be good, which means I don't have to get up too early tomorrow, the Saturday morning. So I'm driving over around about 3:30 this evening, which is the worst probably time to go. The journey to Brighton from where I live is horrendous. Lots of stops and starts along the road. The A27 is not particularly the best road, especially on a Friday afternoon, but unfortunately that's just the way things are. My partner Anthony's working today, so he's got to do his last shift and then we can go from there. Yeah, staying over tonight and go to the show tomorrow. I will drive home again on the Saturday night and then restock Saturday night, put a few more things in the car and then drive back to the event and do the show on the Sunday as well. So it's going to be a very, very long weekend. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day today, lots of blue sky everywhere, which makes the whole packing the car thing a lot easier. I know I've done this in the winter when it's dark and it's cold and it's wet and it's raining, so it's much nicer to do it in the summer. So I've got my car boot open, and in the back of my car I've already started stacking things in. So this is sort of the area where my tyre should go, my spare tyre, but I don't have a spare tyre. I have an inflation kit, which is what this is, but what I can do is stack Lego sets all the way around the outside of that. It takes quite a few sets, cram them without causing any damage, and then I can basically lower this bit here and then stack all the rest of the boxes in. So it's a nice little space to have. I do keep forgetting about this. I keep unloading my car at these events and I always forget that this all these sets are in here, so hopefully I won't forget about it this time. So the floor of the boot is put back, and I've also got my first 2 boxes in, so both of these boxes are pretty much fully crammed full of Lego. Okay, so the car is pretty much full, as you can see. I've left myself a decent gap to the front so I can see out the back window. I've got room to sort of put rucksacks and things, and a cool bag for, obviously we need to take stuff for overnight as well. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how that's all gone in. Interestingly, the only sets that I've actually got left are these sets here, and these are all duplicates anyway, so these are all things that I wasn't potentially going to take, so I've actually been able to fit in a lot more into the car than I intended to, so all good stuff. Right, so we set off about half an hour ago, and we've already hit traffic. Unfortunately, it is Friday afternoon, so you expect traffic to be quite heavy. The journey time normally to where I'm going is probably about 2 hours, just over 2 hours, but with traffic on a Friday afternoon, probably going to take around about 2.5 to 3 hours. So yeah, as you can see, there's quite a lot of traffic ahead, but this isn't too bad. This is just coming up to Southampton Airport, so we're just going to keep on the road and hopefully we'll get to the venue around about 6:30. Right, we finally arrived, and I think this is the right place. I'm hoping so. I'm going to go through. It's taken about 3 hours to get here. Bit of a long journey, to be fair, but I was expecting it on a Friday. But yeah, this is it, Long Hill Sports Centre at the bottom of the road. So I need to find a space nice and close up to the front, and hopefully I'll be able to unload all my stuff. Right, I've arrived in the sports hall. It's actually quite quiet at the moment. There's a few people setting up, but at the moment it's calm before the storm. This is my table here, and that's the entrance there, so I'm right next to the entrance, which is fantastic. So I've got my tablecloths on and my boxes are on the table. What's going to happen at the moment, I'm going to go get something to eat because I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to nip off down to the marina in Brighton and have a Nando's, yay, and I'll probably sort this out later. The hall, it's about 7 o'clock at the moment, so I've got this till 10 o'clock this evening, so I can either come back this evening, do a little bit of setup, or they'll be open from 8 o'clock in the morning. The show doesn't start till 10, so plenty of time to do lots and lots of stuff. Right, so I'm down here at Brighton Marina, and there's some eating places just down here. I'm not going to have a Mackie D's. Mackie D's is behind me, but Nando's is just ahead. So I'm going to get a nice cheeky Nando's. show you the view. Oh look, lots of ships, lots of boats. It's just down here, I think, Nando's. Nando's was very nice. So yeah, I'm staying in a hotel tonight. This is the hotel, just a Premier Inn in New Haven. It's around about 15-20 minutes drive away from where the venue is for the Brick Fair tomorrow. I was going to hopefully try and go back after dinner and do a little bit of setup, but got chatting to Fred and his son Hillian's Bricks and another one of the vendors there today. So we all sort of had a nice Nando's and had a little bit of a catch up. So that does mean that I'm going to have to do my setup in the morning now, which is fine. I've unloaded my car, unloaded all my boxes. That's the main thing, and I can set up the table first thing in the morning. So hopefully get a good night's sleep in the Premier Inn, and I'll be wide awake and ready, raring to go first thing tomorrow morning to do the rest of my setup. Good morning. So it's Saturday morning. This is the Long Hill Sports Centre. It's right next to the school, actually. It's in a very nice area. It's sort of just on the edge of the South Downs. You don't really get the view or anything. It's a little bit cloudy today, but behind here is all the South Downs and everything. It's very pretty around here. Obviously you've got the coast literally 5-10 minutes down the road. So yeah, so this is Saturday morning, and I've just got the setup to do really today. I had a fairly good night's sleep, which is fine. My car is just there right by the door. Look, that's where we can load stuff in. So there's a few other people around unloading stuff today. So yeah, a few things to do this morning, but I'm quite calm at the moment, but I guarantee I'll be stressed a little bit later on. But so far so good. Let's get my everything unpacked from those boxes from yesterday and out on the table ready for the show. Right, there's all my stuff all ready to be unpacked. So that was from my footwell of the back of the car, and just all the boxes there. I've got my little stall set up here, I've got my backing table, another little table that I bring with my stacking unit there. In the hall there's a few people milling around doing a few things, but it's not too busy at the moment. Over there's Fred from Hillian's Bricks sorting his stall out. He did most of his last night, so he's not got much to do today. Anyway, let me just get cracking with this and get all these things out of boxes. All the sets are out of the box, and now it's time to just try and sort everything out so it looks nice. Right, there we have it. I'm all finished. I think this looks pretty good. Nice display. It always looks really, really good before the doors open, but yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how this all looks. So I've actually got a bit of time. I've got about 40 minutes, and just to give you a quick brief look around of the rest of the show. So most people are pretty much set up now. It's nice and calm in here actually. No one's too stressed about. A few things happening. So yeah. So there's the doors there. There's people milling around already, but I think they're just for the sports hall. So anyway, let's give you another shot of that. I'm really proud of how that looks. And so doors open at 10 o'clock. So it's coming to the end of the first day, which is the Saturday. It's not been too bad today actually. It's busier earlier on. I did okay on sales wise. This afternoon it did die down a bit. We did get quite a few people through the door, but people really weren't spending a great deal of money. As you can see, the hall is pretty quiet now. This is obviously a 2-day event, so the nice thing is, even though I've got quite a few things left on my table, I won't actually have to pack them away this evening, but I will have to go home this evening and maybe restock a few things, because the table's starting to look a little bit empty, a little bit bare, so I think I probably need to bring a few more things. Anyway, got another hour or so to go here, and then I can just sort of check everything's all right with the table and get myself off home. So we're all done for the day at the fair for the Saturday. I'm just driving home. I forgot to do an outro of the video, but we're just going to the lovely town of or village of Arundel. There's a fantastic castle here, which you probably just can't see for the trees, but it's just a nice little place to drive through. I've been here a couple of times actually. It's a very nice place to have a walk around. But yeah, it's just sort of an update to say that I'm driving home now. It's been a reasonable day today. The afternoon was a little bit quiet, but yeah, it's time to go home. I've got a little bit of stuff to do when I get home this evening, but yeah, just thought I'd show you the shot of lovely Arundel Castle, and there's the big church or cathedral. I can never remember it's a church or cathedral as well. Very nice place to come to if you've never been here before. A little bit of traffic ahead, as you can see, but this shouldn't take too long to get through. Just a quick stop at the services from Mackie D's. I just had to laugh when I walked past the Toblerones and noticed that people had rearranged names to show Craig David. It's proper beau, I tell thee. I've gone for the healthy option, a McPlant burger with some fries, and to finish it off, a McFlurry with Smarties in it. Very nice. Oh, that hit the spot. That's much better. Yeah, I know it's a bit naughty, but hey ho. Anyway, back into the car in around about 35 minutes until home now. So I'm back home and in my garage again. So because I've obviously sold a few sets today, I want to obviously take some more. I've got a few sets in here which I can dig out quite easily, but I've also got a few sets which I'm going to have to go into my attic to go and get. Obviously I didn't quite know what to sort of have as extra sets really. Until you sell something, you don't know whether or not you need to take it the next day. So I've got a list of some of the sets I've sold today, which I know I've got duplicates of in my attic and in here. So I'll show you some of the sets that I've got ready already as it is. So I've got a couple of boxes of things here. I've already priced all these up, so these are sort of good to go, really, so I can take those. I've also sort of dug out a couple of other sets as well, so I sold two of these Speed Champions today, and both of them sell, so I'll take two more. And I found these dustbin lorries that I got recently, which I'd kind of forgotten to take with me. I got those fairly cheap. These are still currently available, but I'll be able to sell them on for a little bit of profit, hopefully. Another one of those Technic cars, because that sold pretty early on. And I'll take a couple of cameras as well, because they're always quite popular, as well as another Snow Trooper battle pack. So that's everything I've got really in here. So I was going to go into the attic and get a few more things out of there. Lucky for me, it's the day after Midsummer's Day, so even though it's sort of past 8 o'clock now, you can see we've still got a bit of blue sky, and it's actually quite a nice temperature as well. So yeah, so it's not all bad. So here I am inside the attic. It's a little bit warm up here. Obviously, it's been quite warm today, but I've got myself a small list, and I should be able to find where most of these sets are reasonably easily. As you can see, the attic is fairly full at the moment. I've got a load of boxes which I've still not sorted out, which is this pile you can see in front. But most of the boxes I have labelled up, like this one here. There's P31 there, so I have them all labelled, and so I know which sets are in most of the boxes. It shouldn't take too long. So these are the sets then that I've just plucked out of the attic, and these are the sets over here that actually sold today. So the bride and the groom brickheads, I sold those today, so I thought I'd get another one. I've got the winter carriage. Yes, winter sets do sell in the middle of summer. The Gringotts vault with Harry Potter, another Harry Potter one here. I actually sold 5 different ones of these books, but the Dark Arts is the one I've got the most of, so I plucked one of those out. I also sold the Batman cowl. As you can see here, got the Simon cowl, the Batman cowl. I also sold the floral art set as well, so I replenished that with another one, and a couple of other sets was the Friends Ideas set, the Central Perk, and also the Ideas International Space Station as well. And the other sets that I got from the attic, I have this ATST Raider. I got one of those out. They don't sell for a lot over a recommended retail price, but I think that's the last one of those that I've got, so try and sell that one on. My last Hogwarts Express, I think, as well, 75955, so hopefully that will go okay. I also have got another one of these 60302. I actually sold one of these today. Not much profit in these, but I think the little lad that got this was really, really pleased with that. And then another set which I happened to find, I was looking for something else and I came across this. I didn't think I've got any of these left, but the original VW Camper 10220. So I was a bit of a surprise when I came across this. I genuinely thought I'd sold all of these. I know I bought a lot back in the day, but so there's quite a nice few sets there. All I need to do now is do some price labels. These sets over here that I've already sold today, I've already got some price labels for those. On my printer, I just sort of need to print some more off. So that shouldn't take long, and I just need to figure out what I'm going to sell these other sets for over here. And also the sets in the garage, some of those need pricing up as well. Good morning. So it's Sunday morning. It's still quite early, just before 7 o'clock. I've got all my Lego sets that I'm taking with me to the second day of the show, just down here. Let me show you what I'm taking. So these are all sets that I sorted out yesterday and got down from the attic. They haven't been labelled up yet. I do have the labels with me. I've got a list of them here, so they're all ready to go. I'll stick those on when I get to the event, but we just got the 3 boxes there. So I'm going to put those in the back of my car and hopefully get on my way in a short while. There we have it then, the Legos in the back of the car. I've obviously got quite a lot of space today because all the boxes and everything are still at the show. So yeah, on my way. It's just before 7 o'clock. Takes me about 2 hours to get to Brighton. There shouldn't be any traffic disruption this morning. So and it's a beautiful sunny day today, so it's going to be a really nice drive over. So yeah, see you in about 2 hours time. As you can see, it's really nice on the roads at the moment, not much traffic around, really nice sunny weather. It's actually been quite a pleasant journey so far, so let's hope it's like this for the rest of the way. Right, so we're just coming up to Rottingdean where the show is. Just wanted to show you this view here. It's a rather nice view as you are coming into the town. You can obviously see the sea. It's a beautiful sunny day, so yeah, not far until I get to my destination. Right, I've arrived nice and early. The journey took less than 2 hours, which is very, very good. So I've got plenty of time to do a little bit of my setup this morning. So yeah, there's my car right by the entrance where we can get stuff in and out. So yeah, it's brilliant, and so it's a beautiful day today. Hopefully this will spur a few people on still to come to the event despite the nice weather, where you might want to do something else. So yeah, let me get everything set up and priced and labelled up, ready for the rest of the day. Open again at 10. Here's my setup then for the Sunday, just a few extra sets in there just to fill out some of the gaps from yesterday. I've stacked nice and high again, and so hopefully there'll be a few things that I bought today that people will go for, but we'll have to wait and see. So I think that looks pretty good. And it's 9:30, so it's half an hour till the doors open. It's still nice and quiet in here at the moment. So yeah, so just got a little bit of time to kill, maybe get something to eat and get something to drink, and get ready for the hopeful rush. So the event's in full swing. We've been open for about 45 minutes. That's actually reasonably busy. I've had a few sales, so far so good. I think everyone seems to be having quite a nice time as well. So it's a really nice event. This is doesn't feel too rushed or anything, and there's enough space for people to sort of mill around and have a look at everything, which is fantastic. So it's about 3:30. There's just a couple of people left in the hall now, but it's pretty much done. People are starting to pack away, so I'm going to just slowly start to pack a few things away. It's been a really, really good event, really enjoyable. A little bit quieter today, not as much money taken as Saturday, but it's still been a good weekend altogether. Definitely worth doing. Thoroughly enjoyed having a little bit more time to chat to a lot of the other vendors and stuff like that, which has been really, really nice. So I'm going to start packing some of this stuff away. I've got quite a lot of stuff to pack away, but it shouldn't take me too long, hopefully. Car's all packed away then. I've got less boxes this time because I took a couple of empty boxes home with me last night, so everything fits in really well. So that's everything from Long Hill Sports Centre for now. I've just said my goodbyes to the other traders and the organisers. So again, thank you very much to the organisers for the event. It's been a really, really good weekend. I've got the 2-hour drive home now. It might be a little bit more than 2 hours. There might be a little bit of Sunday traffic still around, but it doesn't look too bad. I've had a quick look at the roads and it looks okay. So I'll probably see you back at home in 2 hours' time. Okay, so I've just filled up with petrol. So I filled up at the start of the weekend before I started to and fro and back and forth to Brighton. It's just cost me just under £50. I've got about an hour's drive home from here. So in total, probably about £55, maybe £60 worth of petrol for the whole weekend. So that's what I was expecting to pay. So last hour of the journey, traffic's a little bit heavy, but not too bad. Everything's moving, so I should be home within the hour. Right, it's around about 6:45 back home, and I've just got to unload all this into my garage. That's everything unloaded from the car, and pretty much my day and 2 days done at the Brighton Brick Show. It's been a long couple of days, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I say the event itself, I've been to busier events, I've certainly been to quieter events as well, but it was just very well run for a first event. It was well done by the team at the Brighton Brick Show. It was really, really good. I know that there's talk about doing another one in the future. Would I do another 2-day event? Yes, I probably would. I think I'd want to have something within at least a couple of hours of home, so I can go and restock if I've not got a van or anything like that, which I don't normally take to these things. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience. It was quite nice on the Saturday just to leave everything there and disappear, and then come back the next day and just sort of set up again with some new stock. So that was really good as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this sort of general overview of my 2 days at the Brighton Brick Show. I certainly enjoyed it, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you very much for watching this video. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.